Welcome back, fam. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We're back with another presentation, and I really hope you guys been taking care of yourself, really putting in some work, and really learning more about your purpose, your mission, your life path numbers, your date of birth numbers, right? Your name numbers, your natal chart, really leaving no stone unturned, right? But if you haven't so far, this is one of your first presentation, it's okay. Go back to some of my previous presentation. I'll walk you all the way through that, okay? Now, if you really want to learn more about your natal chart, since we haven't covered that yet, go to astroseek.com. I repeat, astroseek.com. These guys, you know, the tools are already set up for you. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel when there's some great resources available, but astroseek.com will help you with your natal chart, give you a free little reading there. That way, you know, the more you research about yourself, because it's all about self-discovery and self-development and knowledge of self, not knowledge of Chris, right? It's all about you. So I'm one of the few people gonna keep talking about you and you, right? Because I know who I am, but I'm here to remind you of you and your purpose and your mission and what you need to do along your hero's journey. We all have our own part to play in a grand scheme of things, okay, if that makes sense. But please put in some work. Please research every day. You know, the universe gonna mirror your intent. So when you know, like, hey, I'm not like everybody else, I really do have a purpose and mission, and the universe, you know, put me here, and I chose myself. I came here, you know, I want to have this experience, right? And each and every one of us have our own life path that we have to live and learn these many lessons, right? That's what it's all about. But that's enough about that. But today, guys, it's all about, I want to share 19 signs that it's time to quit your job, your job, and that acronym stands for just over broke, okay? And the reason for that the stats are out there, okay? And you know, people know that the average household is at least $500 to $1,500 away from being broke or reaching, you know, a financial hardship, in other words, okay? So, you know, all money ain't good money, you know, and that's why I got this on here at the top, you know, the streets. And basically, before we dive into this, okay, remember, guys, there's no cookie cutter recipe to life. All right, be sure to click that like and subscribe button down below, okay, because I'm giving you guys some game here. But remember, our purpose and mission require learning life lessons. It's a lot of them, and you knew you was gonna choose these lessons because you're that great, okay? But as you go through these lessons and grow through these lessons, you're gonna gain a lot of experience and knowledge, and this is gonna help compound, right, our soul's growth, okay? You're not gonna stay the same person, okay? If you are, you're not growing, you know, you just stuck at a certain level. Who does that, right? But as you grow through the process, part of your purpose is to teach others to help themselves, okay? Teach people how to fish instead of them going to the store and buying fish when the pond is right down the street. And the same thing for fruits and vegetables, right? You know, the fruits and vegetables don't grow in the grocery store. They actually grow right down the street in some kind of way. You know, they ship them there, right? But that's another story. But remember, you know, when it comes to your job, you know, all jokes aside, guys, you know, you got to start building your own dream, or somebody would gladly hire you to build theirs. So remember, you know, on your quest for all this money and stuff, you got to have knowledge of self, okay? That's way more important than the money, because once you learn how to make money, you know, for yourself over and over again, you know what I'm saying, that's longer lasting than for somebody to give you $2 million and you have no idea what to invest your money to get assets so that money can come back to you automatically month after month, and that's called cash flow. And we'll talk a little bit more about that when we start really going into, I'm gonna do a little money series and share some of my best takeaways about money, and I know it's gonna help you along your path as well. But don't hoard the information, okay? Here's some great information. But as we move forward, guys, remember, once you start working or once you stop selling, no matter if you're an entrepreneur or you work at a business, right, or some kind of company, Once you stop working, the money stops. So no matter if you just got a great promotion, you gotta still do that same thing the next day, day after day. Okay, so you know, these certificates and awards, they great and all, but at the end of the day, what does it really do for you, other than, you know, you look, I guess you look better in front of your colleagues, right? And I've been there, you know, I've been around different types of people, you know, throughout my life, and especially in the military, you get to really experience different quality of people. And I'm grateful that I chose this life path, because, you know, now I can take all those lessons from being around different quality of people and really see how we all interconnected, right? And I'm able to share some true stories with you versus just, you know, reading some stuff out of a book and making you feel good and have you come back for more, you know, for a fee, right? I'm not doing that to you. So if you want to donate, you can. You know, the link will be down below. I greatly appreciate you, because I'm gonna show you some great information, and I'm constantly learning as I'm, you know, each and every day too, and I'm gonna share the information with you, okay? And that's why I have this word share. But along the process, to keep you in a high vibration, in my experience, guys, this fun energy, this fun vibration, it's up there with the love, okay? And that puts you in a higher frequency for like that magnetism. So when you're having fun, it just seems like stuff just doesn't stop. You know, you can just have fun over and over. I mean, it just non-stop. So whatever you're doing, you know, if your job is not, you know, fulfilling for you, and it's hard for you to even just to have fun at work, you know, this presentation for you. Or if you know that, hey, there's more to life for me than, you know, this 9 to 5, even though I'm making a lot of money, or I may not be making that much money, I still don't have that fun vibration, that love vibration. I don't love what I do. I don't, you know, even if without the money, you know, would you still be doing this job? So that's how that's how you really have to look at it. So if you take all the money away, would you still do that job? Or are you just doing it just for the pay? So at this point in time, you know, your spirit had guided you to this presentation at this point, because you really need to hear this information, okay? So I'm not telling you to quit your job today. However, I'm gonna go over some tools and some strategies to start working towards your transition, okay? But you got to start planting some seeds. Start today. Everything starts with an idea, right? Then your ideas in your mind, you're going to manifest or bring them down to the physical. Write them things down. There's magic in your penmanship, okay? Or writing things down on a piece of paper. And then the next step, guys, with manifesting too, is coming back to that same piece of paper and nourishing that, you know, putting water on that flower, you know, that's a seed. Come back to that same idea. Okay, how can I expand this idea? You know, and that way you can kind of picture things in your own way. And that's one of the keys to manifesting, or really bringing things forward to the physical realm, if I put it in layman's terms, okay? But remember, guys, to have that great alignment, 'cause I can talk all day about this, but I'm gonna keep this, give you, you know, brief but thorough, okay? So I want to, you know, give you the information that you need so you can really get some stuff, you know, popping in your life, okay? But to have that greater alignment, all right, you have to have your thoughts, your beliefs, your words, emotions, and actions always got to equal your reality and your results, okay? So keep these things in check to have that greater congruency and that greater alignment within yourself and the cosmos and your reality, okay? Remember, everything based off your intent, okay, and you taking action. Most people don't take action, okay? That's why the law of attraction don't work, because most people don't take action, and the law of attraction doesn't work because it's not finishing up these 7 Hermetic principles. That's only one principle, you know, just putting it in your mind out of the 7, right? So that's why these 7 Hermetic principles will take you far, and you get to see things from a higher perspective. I've been saying this over and over again for a reason. So if you haven't really researched the 7 Hermetic principles, please do it ASAP. You will thank me later, okay? All right, you can't put a price tag on these things. All right, but as we move forward, guys, you know, it's all about, You know, 19 signs is time to really quit your JOBZ, okay? Because, you know, your life purpose is way more important than your job. And your job may be rewarding for now, but you have a greater mission for yourself, okay? And your job is part of it, because you're going to gain a lot of experience and knowledge working around people, right? Different environments, feeling people emotions, seeing people ups and downs, your ups and downs, right? And you get to share these experiences, you know, with people to, you know, to help others along, you know, along their path and your path, right? Cause what's gonna happen is, I'm gonna give you one. You know, the universe, you know, put you in these experiences. You go through these different experiences, and what's that gonna do? Once you realize, you know, you learn the lesson in that experience, you're gonna have that same experience, but you're gonna be able to help somebody with your difficult, you know, the same difficult situation you went through. The universe is gonna throw you a curveball, like, hey, you learned that lesson, so guess what? It's your time to teach, and you become a mentor to others, right? And you're like, hey, you know, you don't have to go that way. You can go around, you know, around this method. There's a better way. And so that's where you come into play. All right. So a lot of people are not really in the ebb and the flow of the cosmos, and these situations, these opportunities pop up, and they have no idea, and they just blow it, and they never step up to the plate. So I'm telling you now, from my personal experience, the universe gonna mirror your intent. Okay. So once you learn these lessons, right, you're gonna get, what's gonna happen, you're gonna have a personal experience just for you. All right. And it may come in different manifestations. Okay. It may not be exact, but I promise you guys, you will be tested. Okay. Because your life is a test, your test. But the universe going to test you, to, you know, for you to get a chance to really be in the spotlight and show people, you know, how to do things without working so hard. So there is always, you know, not necessarily a better way, but a more efficient approach to doing certain things. Okay. So I'm not saying I know everything, but I'm just sharing my experience with you. Okay, right? So let's move forward, guys. So many of you guys been receiving this call to adventure. That's why you're viewing this presentation at this time. And you know there's more to life than meets the eye. And you've been doing some homework, or your intuition been kicking in and say, hey, you know what? These people are lying to me. You know what? Let me start, you know, figuring things out. And your gut been probably just telling you, you've been having dreams, right? Visions, you know, other ways of, you know, knowing this, right? But somehow, some way, you've been linking up with your spirit guide, your spiritual team, and they really want you to win. And I'm here to let you know, like, hey, you're on the right path on your hero's journey. I'm here to remind you of your greatness, and you just a reflection of me in a different time and space. And I'm just here to, you know, just share my ups and downs with you, so you don't repeat the same mistakes that I did. Or, you know, if you encounter a certain situation, I'm just showing my perspective, how I was able to overcome certain situations. I hope that makes sense, right? And it should. So, but so far you've been receiving all this supernatural aid. The universe has really been opening up things for you, okay, because you have an open mind. A closed mind will close doors and close access to the universe, okay, especially if you're not operating from that heart chakra, okay. But you know, like, hey, I'm ready to go to the unknown. I'm gonna leave no stone unturned. I'm really gonna investigate my life, because I know I have a purpose and a mission. And I know people are waiting on me to really get my stuff together, so I can step up to the plate. And you know, I gotta help myself before I can help others. All right. But for so far, you've been getting all the help you need, and led you to this presentation. I'm one of the many mentors, if you want to call me a mentor, or I'm just, hey, I'm here to remind you, we set this stuff up a long time ago. And I'm here just to remind you, like, hey, you're on the right path, but here's some takeaways. See, that's all I do. But that's why these 7 Hermetic Principles come in handy here. And just this one tool here will help you skip a lot of level, guys. You get a bird's eye view of a lot of things that play out in your reality, but you don't have to participate, because you have the power of choice, right? Free will. But using those 7 Hermetic Principles, you get to skip some level, but you still gotta get that experience and be grateful that you don't have to go through the rough times like everybody else, because you know these principles. But you gotta respect the lesson that you witnessing, that you know these people are going through, and you can help them along your path too. But again, guys, it's all, you know, it's all about, you know, your transformation, atonement, and coming back each and every day a stronger, wiser, a better person. you know, each and every day. And the greatest competition you have is your, you know, the person that you were yesterday. So if you've been looking for that person that really changed your life, nobody coming out of the sky to help you, all right, there's nobody's gonna come and get, you know, do it for you. You know, it's you. Just look in the mirror. It's always been you, and you've been trusting your, you know, that voice within, your intuition, you know, and you really, you know, God, or, you know, source really been, you know, been having his hand on your life, and you really been paying attention. And every now and then you may slip up and not listen, and you know, every time you don't listen, you know, to that voice, especially when you really need to take care of some business and you don't do things, how things don't really play out the way it need to. So part of my purpose here is to give you a quick tune up so you can tune back into yourself, believe in yourself, love yourself, listen to that voice within yourself. That voice will lead you to a path that you wouldn't even imagine, okay? And I'm gonna share some things in an up and coming presentation, okay? But let's go back to this, you know, 19 signs, you know, it's time to quit your job. So my top 2, guys, when you don't have time for your purpose, your passion, or family in 24 hours a day, that's a telltale sign you gotta let it go, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, if you putting all your time and energy into, you know, your job, the people that you really love, they end up suffering. And we went over this in a previous presentation with the pie chart, right? So, you know, if you put too much, you know, energy into one slice of the pie, the other pie, you know, pieces is gonna be in lack, right? So the way we use numerology, right, with the wheel, right, it's all about that wheel, right? It's like we want to balance each house, each aspect of you, each 12 aspects of you, and you make what, 13, because you complete the product, right? Remember that, okay? 12 aspects of you, but you 13 is the finished product, okay? So, and the number 2, you know, you at a point in your life like, man, you know what, these people are really using all of my ideas, my energy, my genius, right, to really build their generational wealth. So, you know, they get to take, you know, I go to work each and every day, they take 80%, and then the 20% that's left after they take their 80, right, we gotta, you know, that 20% gotta get split up between all the employees and all the ancillary staff and stuff like that, right? So that's how big business work. That's how they really run it, you know, this 80-20 rule. So they keep 80%, and all the staff get to split 20%. You know, I'm just being real with you, okay? But let's go and get ready to close out, guys. But these are the takeaways here. You may have to listen to this presentation, you know, maybe three times to really, you know, really grasp some of this information, okay? But the takeaways are, you know, when it's time to really, you know, your job is making you sick, these 10 signs is you losing weight, you're gaining weight. Many of us go through that. You feel tired and unmotivated, right? Especially after a great weekend. And you get, you know, colds more often, or you feel a little ill more often, right? And it takes you longer to really recover from minor illnesses as well, because you dread, you know, going back to work on Monday, right? And a lot of people do that. You exercise less often, you know, because you're so focused on that job, because it's all about that competition. And I spoke about competition. Competition is all about you, not those people at your job. You know, you only know those people for a few hours a day. Then you got to go home to your real family, or go back to your other persona, right? Because, you know, I've been there too. You have that work you, and you have the home you. Then you have the club you, right? So all this is about, we taking away all these masks and we keeping it real 100. So right now it's all about, you know, learning about your purpose and mission, and who is the real you underneath all this skin and meat. You know, that the part of you that nobody can see, but it's that spirit within. Who is that? So as you continue, you know, go through that knowledge of self, you're gonna realize like who you really are, and who, you know, and what, you know, your purpose, like how you can really contribute to the planet. And it's not difficult. All you gotta do is just show up to your own life, guys. Honestly, And that's what I've done. But as we get out of here, you know, you exercise less often. You withdrawing socially. You don't want to be around people. Even your doctor expresses some kind of concern, okay? And I've seen that as well. And now some more times, you know, some more signs that it's time to quit your job, guys. You know, your job is really making you sick, what we just covered here, right? Or make you feel miserable or depressed. Let me slow down. Or, you know, you feel drained by your work. You know, it's just not, it's not building you up. You know, it's not of interest, you know, and you really hate your job. You hate your role and responsibility, especially when you in a role where you're, you know, you took the job because, you know, it's a means, right, to get some income. And we all need that income because, you know, the way things are set up, you're always going to have a bill unless you outsmart that system, right? And that's what it's about, you know, finding, you know, useful ways to, you know, not really outsmart the system, but hey, be more efficient with your money so you're not wasting money on bills that you don't need. So let me say it that way. But, you know, you hate your roles and responsibility because you're in a position where, you know, you may have like a master's degree, but just because nobody was hiring in your field at the time, you took a position where you overqualified, but you just need the income. I know what you mean, man. I've been there. You can't get along with your boss. Let's talk about you can't get along with your boss a little bit. Normally, when it comes to dealing with your boss, remember this competition thing goes deep, man. You know, if you outshine your boss, you know, your boss gonna need a new job, okay? And a lot of time when you have a little tension with your boss, that's why, you know, because they can see your light, okay? I'm being honest with you because you're a genius. You know, you learn things very quick for a reason. I mean, we all do, but you that's listening to this presentation because you taking special interest in your life, these people see your light, okay? It's hard not to. You're a genius, okay? But that competition thing runs deep, and your boss can see this too. And so, you know, don't get caught up in that, you know, at the same time frame, you know, just be there long enough, do your job. But at the same time frame, gather those skills, you know, those experiences in that position as you get ready for your transition, your exit strategy, right? And then also you dread going to work every day. Your pay is too low. You bored and apathetic, right? So basically you lack emotions or feelings because, you know, again, this job, you know, this position that you're in really does nothing for you other than a paycheck. And like I said, the pay may be great or it may not be so great. But if you're bored, especially when you're bored, you know, you don't know your purpose, okay? But when it comes to your job, you know, this is a telltale sign, you know, it's not challenging you mentally, okay? And lastly, right here, you hate your colleagues. So in this position here, I've been there too many times, okay? I don't like to use this word hate. So let's take this word hate to another level, okay? But we can use it, okay, because that's the opposite side of love, okay, if you're using the polarity here. But when it comes to with your colleagues, man, that pay thing, sometimes you really gotta like, man, is the pay really just worth it to really be around these people that I have nothing in common with? And that's why I mentioned to you before, you have that work face, that work persona, the house persona, club persona. You know, you have that, you know, persona you put on, you know, in front of certain groups of friends or associates. You don't want to call anybody friends, right? Friend is a long lasting relationship that you done built up over a long time, not a quick thing, okay? So if you got a work friendship, that may not be a friendship. That may just be some kind of, you know, relationship, you know, at work. Call it a work relationship, but not necessarily a friendship. Friendship is run a little deep, okay? But as we close, guys, you know, when it comes to, you know, quitting your job, I'm gonna go with some things here, but never stop learning. All right, you are in these positions to learn some lessons because you're gonna gain. All you're doing is gathering all this experience up together, piecing them together like a big old puzzle, and you're gonna make a business model out of them, okay? But you're gonna set a new goal for every goal you accomplish. And remember, guys, your life is valuable. The unexamined life isn't worth living. Plato. Some life keys that, you know, that I want you to remember. Remember love. Love who you are. Do you love yourself? Right? Because when you love yourself, you love the God within you, the spirit within you, the source. You love your mom, your dad, your ancestors. You love everything in your reality, because you know that everything is a reflection of you. But along your path, you know, you're going to get a lot of experiences, and then you're going to get that knowledge, which leads to wisdom. Okay. And then you also, you know, through, you know, your life path, your natal chart, and really investigating your life, you're going to have knowledge of self. But remember, guys, you stay grateful and focus along your path. The universe is going to mirror your intent. So when you aim high, remember, you aim it, you aim it for the greater good, okay, for the whole planet. So how can I make a difference on the whole planet for the greater good? All right. And as you meditate on that thought, you're going to get some ideas, okay? And as those ideas start to come and take shape in your mind, right, have that pen and piece of paper handy, okay? Write those things down, okay? And then take action. Most people don't take action. You're going to hear me say this over and over again, okay? But take action. Come back to those ideas each and every day. If you want to come to it, you know, more than, you know, once a day, you can. It's your life. It's your business. But nurture those ideas and keep taking action, refining, you know, investigate, research around the idea, find a mentor. But remember, guys, money can buy a bed, but not sleep. It can buy you a clock, but not time. It can buy you attention, but not respect. Money ain't everything. Okay. Remember, money is energy. Okay. Money is currency. Okay. And remember, the thing about money, learn as much as you can about money. That's why they don't teach people about money in school for a reason. They don't teach people about proper use of credit card for a reason. Proper use of paying your bills a certain kind of way for a reason. All right. But they teach you how to line yourself up with these positions at these corporations and these jobs for a reason. All right. I hope you get that. So it's time to flip the switch and get on the other side of money. Learn about money. Learn about capitalism. Okay. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the richest man in Babylon. Okay. Also tax-free wealth. Okay. I got that down at the bottom. But these are my takeaways, guys. Your life is very important. You have a very special purpose, or you wouldn't even be here. I'm not even bullshitting you. I'm keeping it real. All right. And that's that I guess, you know, that military aspect of me coming out. All right. So I'm letting you know, like, you got this. All right. Stop, you know, that self-limiting belief. You can do whatever you want to. You just need the right mentor that know what the hell they talking about. That can, you know, give you an example of how to do things, especially if you're a little timid, right? But they'll walk you through the process. And it's okay. And that's part of my purpose. I'm walking you through the process, how to, you know, self-discovery, learn more about yourself, how the universe can open up doors for you, right? But you have to be, you know, ready and in the present moment. That's the right phrase, the present moment. Okay. So as we close, guys, remember, build your own dreams now, or someone would gladly hire you to build theirs. Knowledge of self is longer lasting. Learn those 7 Hermetic Principles, all right, especially that divine paradox. But learn these 7 Hermetic Principles. You know, there's no price tag on this gem right here. You would gladly donate to my channel, you know, with this information. Okay, but if you don't have time for your purpose, passion, or family in 24 hours a day, it's really a telltale sign that it's time to, you know, really transition. Or you're tired of building someone else's generational wealth. You know, you haven't had time to really build yours, get the assets, you know, that you need, so you can start walking away and transition from your job. You know, even if it's at a part-time level, because you may love your job, but you don't like doing it full-time. You know, part-time may be a little bit better because it challenges you and it opens up time so you can really, you know, focus more on your purpose and your mission and how you can help people in a different aspect, you know, because you're great at what you do. Sometimes it's okay for you to outgrow certain positions. It's okay, but you have to move on to the next level. Okay. But don't worry about fear. This false evidence appearing real. Okay, just flip the switch, face everything and rise. And remember, your mind is your garden. So be mindful of what you put in your mind's garden. I hope that makes sense, okay? But as we close, guys, your time is your biggest asset. We all get the same 24 hours, all right? But what you do with your time each day is the difference maker. What are you doing with your time each day? Remember, you're not going to have a change in your life until you have a change in your routine. And the reason why you're not manifesting or getting the results that you're doing, because you've been doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, you know, and it's not going to happen. You got to do the things that everybody else is not doing if you want to see new results. That's the best way to explain it. Do the things that everybody else is not doing. Okay, read those books. A lot of the information is hidden in books, to be honest with you. Okay, so but invest in your mental health. The mental health is the new wealth. So invest in your mental health. Remember, get the knowledge first, the money gonna come. Learn how to make the money, right, on your own, over and over again, versus letting people give you handouts, or you just getting the money and you have no idea what to do with it, versus spend it, right? Because when you spend money, that means you're not expecting it to come back. But when you circulate money, you know for a fact the universe is going to return it back to you tenfold, 20-fold, right? So that's how you got to work your magic, okay? So as we get out of here, it's all about knowledge of self, your purpose. Start now, research, okay? And use your past training and skills and experience as building blocks for your transition to your own business model. Okay, get good at something, get great at something that can really help others. Give people, once you get so good, and your system works, give people a free sample that could use your services, right? Or or just share your information, because your service may be just like mine. I'm just providing information to you guys, and it's up to you to take action. But I'm gonna keep speaking it over and over again. Take action, right? But give people a free sample so they can see results, or to add value to them, because people is all about seeing value. It's not, people don't care about what you know. It's all they want to know how much you care about them, and how much you can really help them if you really bring in some value in their life. Okay, all right. But start working on your business. Start your business account, and all the information is available, and I'll walk you through it a little bit. But you can research this on your own, but figure out what are you gonna name your business if you don't have a business by now. Start working on the business credit. Learn the basics. Okay, now everything is connected. See yourself in everything. Like I mentioned to you before, I'm just a reflection of you in a different time and space. I'm just letting you know, like, hey, you may have, gotten off your path a little bit, but you back on it, the frequency. Now it's time to create your own frequency and vibration, so you can help people along your path, because people gonna naturally gravitate to your frequency, because people, really need some assistance. So the people that come in your life, there's not by mistake. Okay, they are there for you to help them, or for them to deliver information that you need so you can go to the next level. Okay, so just remember, pay attention to your own life. These people are not just showing up in your life for no reason and giving you information. So even if it's people that don't look like you, so you gotta see beyond the race, right? Okay, race is an illusion. It was made up by Blumenbach. Okay, but so once you can see people for what they are, their energy, okay, their frequency, their love vibration, they really about really raising the frequency and vibration of the planet, and helping others. You'll really get to see them for who they are, right? But see past the race thing. All right, but again, guys, a seed doesn't grow overnight. Give things, I like to use these numbers, 369, give it, week, month, year, rule. But you gotta track your progress. So if you haven't been seeing any progress over, I would say 90 days, you gotta tweak. But use your 30-day benchmark, a month, every month, going through checks and balances to see if you really making progress. But when you learn it, I'm gonna give you a cheat code with these 7 Hermetic Principles, but when you doing things, learning new information, taking action, and practicing, especially with these numerology numbers, presentation that I went through with you guys, you have no choice but to, you know, see some results in your life. But you have to take action each and every day. And what's going to happen, you know, you're going to develop your own groove, and you're not really paying attention to the numbers like that. They just going to appear in your life, and you'll know you're on track. And every now and then you can, you know, check your life path number or your day, month, week number to make sure you actually in the vibration you need to work on. But intuitively, you will know what you need to work on, you know, because your spirit will let you know, like, hey, don't forget to finish up that project that you was working on. Don't forget to do this. Oh, don't forget, hey, go check over there. Go to this website and read this thing, you know. So listen to that spirit. Listen to your voice, that inner voice, okay? It won't steer you wrong, but you gotta tune in, okay? So you can turn this thing out. But all seriousness, guys, as we get out of here, I know this has been a pretty brief but thorough, but I want to give you some good information here. All right, but remember this 80-20 rule. I used it before when it comes to generational wealth and how your employer does, you know, the employees. It's that 80-20 rule. They keep 80% and they, you know, let all the employees split up 20%. Okay, but you can use this same 80-20, you know, rule to your advantage. You know, find out, you know, make a list of things that you're really great at. You know, all your skills, put them in one big collage, right? And figure out, like, okay, what can I really do to help, you know, help the planet for the greater good, or help raise the frequency, you know, and vibration, and really help people, help myself too. And, you know, list the top 20 things and really find, you know, focus on that groove. And that's going to help you to 80% of your results. So again, you know, you're going to focus on the top 20% of the things that you're naturally good at: speaking, writing, the arts. All right. Let me keep it simple here. You know, speaking, the arts, writing, okay, healing, okay. But focus around those core natural principles, right? And that's going to help you yield 80% of the results. So some of you guys are natural healers. Some of you guys are natural teachers. All right. So you know what you're good at. And people tell you all the time, but, you know, you just blow it off like, you know, everybody's supposed to do that. No, you're great at what you do for a reason, okay? But this 80-20 rule, Pareto principle, research it. You know, it'll take you far. But plan, review, take action, refine and repeat the process. Now, remember, guys, if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. But along your path, you know, whatever field that you decide to do, it may be something new, but find somebody that's doing it close to what, you know, that you're looking forward to, and find that mentor that's been getting some results, not just talk. Because a lot of people are like, hey, I made millions of dollars. Okay, but how many people have you helped, man? Okay, that's how you can, you know, really see past the BS. Like, okay, I hear these dollar signs, but what does that do for me? Like, how soon would I make some money? So, but that's why learning about money is gonna, you know, prevent you from being in these situations, you know, very soon. If you are in those situations where you don't really need anybody, you just need yourself and your mind, okay? Because it's all you. Remember, if you're still looking for that one person to change your life, you know, take a deep look in that mirror, because it's been you. All right. But as we get out of here, find a mentor with results, not just talk. All right. All the great people, athletes, top business people, even your job, the schools, they all have a schedule. Why is that? Because that's how you stay efficient, and that's how you create repetition. Okay, the schools do repetition for a reason. The military do repetition for a reason. Every business, every job, when you learn these new skills at your job, you know, it's repetition for a reason, because repetition is the mother of all skills. So if you repeat something, if you want to really learn something, just do it over and over again, even if it feels uncomfortable. All right. But the more you expose yourself to this new way of knowing, being, doing this, it may feel uncomfortable, right? Because growth requires change. So if you're comfortable, that means you're not growing. But schedule yourself, okay? But as we get out here, lastly, guys, again, the responsibility. Change your routine, guys. We have to take responsibility for our own lives. I'm just reminding you, it's always been you. So don't stop now. Keep planting those seeds. But change your routine. Change some of the things you do every day if you really want to see new results manifest in your life. And we covered this quite thoroughly, okay? But some of my key references here are The Richest Man in Babylon, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and The Rich Dad Poor Dad Cash Flow Quadrant. Also, Tax-Free Wealth by the Rich Dad Poor Dad Company, but it's another author with this company. Then we also have Windfall Tax Savings Approved by Dr. Ron Mueller. All right, these are some advanced cheat codes here for you guys really want to help save some money and kind of like, you know, pay. Let me phrase it this way. If you really want to pay the legal minimum with your taxes, get these two books, okay? But if you want to learn some deep, thorough information about money, quick, they have audiobooks too, but Richest Man in Babylon, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that Cash Flow Quadrant, so you can really see what side of money that you're actually on, okay? But as we close, guys, these have been my experiences that I want to share, my 19 signs that it's really time to really quit your bizzle, right? And really start your own dream and really build your business model, because again, your life is your business, right? It's not my business. Your life is your business. And again, this is your hero's journey. I'm here to remind you of your greatness, your purpose, your mission, and you got this. You're doing way better than you think. Okay, because you could easily be watching a game or watching some kind of TV show, or just, you know, doing something that's not really gonna give you any kind of return on your investment or your time, right? But these have been my takeaways with, you know, as far as like when it's really time to quit your job, guys. And again, you may have to listen to this thing like 3 times, and because like the information comes in bits and pieces when you just listen to just a presentation just one time. I hope that makes sense. So a lot of times the way the brain works, you're not gonna just get everything in one sitting. You need at least like 3 times, you know, because you know, to really digest the information to get a great working knowledge, okay? But these are the 19 signs. It's time to quit your job. And remember, there's no cookie cutter recipe to life. Investigate your life. Your life is worth living. You chose this life for a reason. And our purpose and mission require learning life lessons to gain experience and knowledge for our soul growth. And as you help yourself, right? Because you got to help yourself first before you help others to help themselves. I repeat, you got to help yourself first, because this is your hero's journey. You got to know what you're doing first, okay? Before you can really teach others to help themselves. Okay, so if you have the information and you have some references and you know the information works, point people to a reference. You know, you don't really have to hold people's hand, okay? But the most powerful thing you can do for a person is to empower them to become their own leader, to help themselves. Point them to a reference, show them, you know, how to do something so they can do things on their own. Show them how to find something so they can find things on their own. Okay, that's true empowerment. And remember, with this, the downside about a job or any kind of business opportunity, you know, especially if you don't have it set up, you know, for cash flow, right? You know, once you start working, or once you start selling, or once the customers stop coming in or slow down, the money stops if you're a business owner. But along your path, guys, you're gonna get a lot of knowledge, okay? Share your information with people. Remember this fun vibration. Have fun. And your thoughts, to have this greater alignment, your thoughts, beliefs, words, emotions, and actions always going to equal your reality and your results. You are amazing. Be sure to click that like and subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate you. And we will be back talking about the nature guides with, you know, because many of you guys have been seeing all kind of birds, butterflies, and I'm gonna share my experiences with you with the nature guides that want to really help you, you know, learn and grow with them, okay? Because these animals and nature guides are your teachers, all right, in disguise. And I'm gonna share my experiences with you guys in an up and coming presentation as well. We're gonna do a nature guide series, okay? But I really appreciate you. Be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. We'll be back with another presentation. But this has been 19 signs. It's time to quit your job. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Take care of yourself, fam. Love yourself, okay? The unexamined life isn't worth living. So examine your life. Okay? But this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Stay grateful and focused, fam. Until next time, peace.